What's up, guys? And welcome to another video today. Today we're doing, after what I did yesterday when I did the top 5 best films of 2005, now we're going to be doing the top 5 worst films of 2005. I've got a lot of favorite ones here that I've just looked, and well, we'll see what people say, but I'm going to state this again, just so you know. It's my opinion, okay? Pause for dramatic effect there. Anyway, so yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Top 5 worst films of 2005. Top 5 worst films of 2005. At number 5. Hitch. Now, I've put this at number 5. Reason being, it's bad, but it's not too bad. Will Smith still did good, and I think it's Kevin something, but he's a good actor though. He's another good actor. Will Smith I like a lot because he's a fucking awesome actor, but this one was a romantic comedy. Romance and comedy, they say, don't go well together, but I think in some films it goes well. This one it didn't. Basically what the story is this guy who hitches people, who hitches like a guy and a girl together, and he's very good at it. And until one day he finds a girl that he likes, and then kind of hates himself with that girl. So it's like, well, so I guess your love lessons failed. But it's a weird aspect of a story that kind of doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make any sense. But either way, it is a bad film, but it's not my worst film of all time. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, at number 5, Hitch. At number 5, Hitch. At number 4, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, George Lucas, when he made Star Wars 4, 5, and 6, those ones first, and then 1, 2, and 3 next, people say they were terrible. They weren't too good, I will admit, but anything beats the new Star Wars. Not Rogue One, I haven't given that one a shot yet, so I can't say about Rogue One. But I've seen The Force Awakens, and The Force Awakens is worse than the prequels. Dear God, is it bad? I'd love to talk about it, but actually, no. If I do have it on my top 5 worst ones, then I can talk about it. But we'll see. We'll see. I think maybe something else might be worse than that one, but we'll see. But this film is bad. Reason being is because it was quite a good Star Wars film, but the guy who plays Anakin Skywalker was a whiny brat. As soon as he became Darth Vader, he was cool, but until then, he was a whiny brat in this one. He was okay in the others, but in this one, he was just a whiny brat. And, well, it was good to see Christopher Lee in it again, I guess, because Christopher Lee is a good actor. There's nothing much good about it. Jar Jar Binks is still being a fucking annoying turd, which he is annoying. To be honest, I'd rather have BB-8 than Jar Jar Binks, even though I hate the other one, but I prefer BB-8 over Jar Jar Binks. I think that has an up on that, I don't know how I would have between R2-D2 and BB-8 though. They're both good droids between those two. I want to have a C-3PO unit though, that's one thing I want to have. But it's still a bad film. It's definitely worse than Hitch. But still not my worst one though. Still a bad film, but not my worst one of all time. So yeah, at number 4, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. At number 4, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. At number 3, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, obviously, the Willy Wonka movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, can't be justified as a remake. This remake was meh. Also say shit. It was kind of shit though. There was a lot of songs I was like, cut it! There was a lot of songs where I just hated a lot of the songs. Almost all the songs I hate. I think there was maybe one or two that was okay. But almost all the songs I fucking hate. Even one of them repeated itself twice. Well, and yes, I know in Willy Wonka, they repeat that Oompa Loompa song loads of times, but they do it in like different manners when it gets closer. In this one, they kind of do, but it's in a shitty way. Like, in a shitty way. You know how Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is basically about Charlie, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is about Willy Wonka? Kind of weird how you do it that way around, but still. In this one, you get to learn about Willy Wonka, though, and about his upbringing, and Christopher Lee is in this as well. But I just think it doesn't make any sense in a way. I think the Willy Wonka one at the end was better. The ending for this was tedious and played out like really bad. In Willy Wonka movie, right, when all the kids, right, were disappearing one by one because of like some weird contraptions got them, they were never seen again. People assumed they were dead or might have gone away. In this one, it actually gives you what happens to them. I was like, no, I don't want to know what happens to the kids. I want to be left with imagination. Do they survive or do they die? I want to have that fun imagination. But no, they don't do this. To say this was made by Tim Burton, the guy who literally makes like scary as shit kid ones, made something so ridiculously harmless. What happened, Tim Burton, when you made this? What were you smoking when you made this? It is terrible. And Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka, I don't know what to say. I like Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka because, well, he plays it so well. He knows how to give like the happy, charming, and then sometimes psychotic and scary faces. Willy Wonka's Johnny Depp's face in this is like a kid that's trying to go for a fucking shit. Yeah, I think that best sums it up. It's not a good film either way. It's okay though, but it's definitely not better than Willy Wonka. It's not my worst though, so yeah. Anyway, at number 3, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. At number 3, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. At number 2, The Dukes of Hazzard. Them Duke bugs so fucked up with this shitty fucking fest of a film. Now I don't even like the series as well, but what I've heard it's about though is basically guys are trying to do like scare like ridiculous stuff while having some kind of tagline saying them Duke boys and them boys. And the film is different to the TV series, to say the least. It is bland, boring, plain as shit. Don't want to talk anymore about this because I'll probably get loads of hate for it, but I don't fucking give a shit. It is terrible. But anyway, it's bad, but no worst of all. So yeah. At number 2, The Dukes of Hazzard. At number 2, The Dukes of Hazzard. And my number 1 worst film of 2005 is The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Why do we have to have a film about this? He's a good actor, and he was not. He should really fire his manager. I mean, what kind of manager would say, do you have a movie where my guy can play as a virgin? Okay, it's a movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Would that be okay? That's okay. Then yeah, I think it is almost out of the window, dude. Thank God you managed to revive it though with other films in the future, especially with the sequel of Anchorman 2. Thank God you came into it. But this just... oh, it's just terrible. There's nothing funny about this. It's just basically... what the story is, it's just a plain story that doesn't need to be dragged out for an hour and odd. It's a 40-year-old trying to have sex. Why the does it need to be a dragged out story that we need to know? Why the hell do we need to know about this dude trying to have sex? Why do we need to know that? It is boring. That's about it. There's nothing more to talk about this film. That's the premises. A 40-year-old guy trying to have sex. That's what it is. I'd like to say, but Stephen, are you sure there's nothing more to this film? I'm sure. There's nothing more to this film. And if you don't fucking believe me, have a look. There's nothing more to this film except for this 4-year-old trying to have sex. That's it. So yeah, at number 1, the 40-year-old virgin. At number 1, the 40-year-old virgin. Well guys, that's it for my top 5 worst films of 2005. Join me tomorrow, where we now go into 2006. Well guys, bye.